Hi guys, well here we are out on the sea in the beautiful Gower Peninsula. I guess we're a couple of miles nautically from Andrew's house, plus another 5 miles along the beautiful lanes. It really is a stunning part of the world. We've come down here to meet Andrew. We'd like to announce, and we're very excited about this. Andrew is welcomed as the new editor of Bushcraft Survival Skills Magazine, and really,
thank you, David.
The excitement is running high. We've had a fantastic day so far, and it's culminated in Andrew bringing us out on this little boat trip, or on this. Actually, it's not a little boat trip. It's a huge, great rib, and Andrew's pointing out some of the areas of local interest. But as I say, principally, we're here to celebrate Andrew's joining us at a very exciting period. So what we're going to do is pose a few questions to you, Andrew, if that's okay.
Fire away, David.
Okay, some of these we've drawn up ourselves amongst the team. Some of them we've invited some of the readers to submit. I'm not going to be able to read, unfortunately. I've left my reading glasses at home and it's a bit bumpy, but I can remember the first question, and it is, Andrew, you've been involved with the magazine for a good number of years now, in one way or another. You started...
Awful lots, yeah.
Yep. Well, you started off, and I'm going to perhaps embarrass you a little bit, in a moment. Yeah, sorry, it's inevitable. But you joined a long time ago as a contributor to the magazine. We've got a picture in here of a very fresh-faced Andrew Thomas Price. But I'd really like to know what attracted you to the magazine in the first place. And the second part to the question was, I guess I know the answer, but did you ever imagine all of those years ago that today, in August 2018, you would be editor of that magazine?
No, I didn't think I'd live this long, really. But no, I didn't have a clue that would be the case. But I mean, at the time when the magazine first started, I was fairly new in my bushcraft instructing career as well. So the whole thing seemed to come together. It was this young, enthusiastic magazine, and the whole bushcraft scene seemed to be exploding. There was so much enthusiasm, so many people wanted to learn more about how to survive in the outdoors and how to make themselves comfortable in the outdoors. So it all seemed to fall into place at exactly the same time.
Okay, well, at this point, if I may offer this to the camera.
I haven't changed that much.
It's a bit blustered out here, so I don't want to lose it. But there's the front cover. Read the issue number, Andrew. It'll be on the
where is it? Oh, issue number 5.
Issue number 5.
Yes.
Is there a date on there? It's getting a bit choppy out here, guys.
No, I can't see a date.
Okay.
It's a long time ago.
Alright, so issue number 5. We're now, of course, on issue number 76.
Wow.
There's a lovely photograph of our new friend Ed at the Bushcraft show this year. So, and if I can offer this up to the camera, there's a lovely photograph of a very young Andrew Thomas Price. I'm not sure where it was taken.
A few more lines and a few more grey hairs later.
Join the club, my friend. The next question that's posed is, what ideas do you have, if any, to develop A, the magazine, and B, equally as importantly, the bushcraft community per se, bushcraft community as a whole?
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. I mean, in terms of the magazine, it's been going so long, it's developed such a strong following anyway, it's really hard to say what I can do to improve that.
Sure, I get that.
I mean, I'm getting a real sense now that bushcraft, which has been very much the preserve of slightly odd chaps with beards that hang around the woods, self included, suddenly is becoming much more open to certainly young people and women and families in general. So it's all really
right. Continuing with the questions, the question and answer session with Andrew. The next one we'd like to pose to you, Andrew, is when and how did you first become involved with bushcraft, or at least bushcraft as we know it today?
It's a good question. Misspent youth, mainly. No, the reality is, when I was first interested in what we now call bushcraft, it was just called survival skills or
Sure.
living off the land, call it what you want. It became bushcraft. It was kind of early 2000s. Prior to that, it was very much an interest in archaeology. Growing up on Gower, where we've got a lot of Stone Age archaeology, general interest in that particular sort of era, the Mesolithic and the Paleolithic. And I also had a strong interest in the outdoors in general, so I was teaching rock climbing and gorge walking, coast steering, all that sort of thing. So my general interest in nature and the outdoors kind of came together into this umbrella interest of bushcraft, and then in 2004 I started Dryad Bushcraft, and well, here I am now.
Okay, next one then, let's move swiftly on. When and how did you become a presenter for ITV Cymru Wales programme Coast and Country? What's it like being a presenter? It's a multifaceted question, this one. Actually, here's one that's really interesting. You appeared on TV. We touched on this when we were out on the rib just now, of course. You appeared on TV with none other than Catherine Jenkins. How did that come about? Tell us a little bit more. Not just about Catherine, but about ITV and the presenting and the show and all that stuff.
Well, the Catherine Jenkins story came before. So back in, it's a long time ago, at least 10 years ago.
Okay.
I was asked by the BBC, they were making a series called Holidays from Home. No, they weren't. It was another one. That was a different one. It was a series called Britain's Favourite View, and they'd asked Catherine Jenkins, who's from Neath, just up the road, to tell the audience which was her favourite view, and it was actually the view of Three Cliffs Bay. And part of the story was they brought her back to Gower, went to Three Cliffs Bay, and also took her to Pavelin Cave, which is where the Red Lady of Pavelin was discovered.
Okay.
And they were trying to find somebody that would...
These are the skeletal bones that are covered in the
red
ochre.
ochre.
Yeah.
So
okay.
a fascinating story, probably beyond the realms of a short interview. We
Sure.
can go into it in a lot of detail. But the backstory was that we had to take Catherine Jenkins to a cave. So world famous soprano, how do you get her into a cave? So the job was down to me, and we waited for low tide.
It's a terrible thing.
It was. It's a tough job, it really was. But she was totally game for it, so we managed to walk her in at low tide and walk back out before the tide came back in. So it was one of those interesting days. Good stuff.
Okay. Next one then. I remember your A to Z of bushcraft. This was on YouTube back in 2006,
yeah,
7, 8, somewhere around about then.
And we did that for about 4 years. I think.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say it was. How many years is that? The maths isn't so brilliant. It's at least 10, 12 years ago, if not more. How do you feel that the bushcraft industry, if you like to call it that, bushcraft community, how do you feel that it's developed? Has it developed? Has it come on?
There's been some good and some bad changes, I think.
Okay.
In some respects, I think more people are getting interested, especially youngsters.
Sure.
Kids are getting very into it, and I think the standard has really gone up, in terms of what is being delivered. Mm-hmm. My personal gripe really is that it's become something that a lot of people are kind of getting involved with and doing what I absolutely hate, which is a bit of bushcraft.
Okay.
Is that concept that you can learn enough to be dangerous and then deliver it. And, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. And at last year's Bushcraft show, we after Ray had done his gig, we talked about this a little bit, and he shared his frustrations with that, what he sees as a problem, and what you clearly see as a bit of an issue too, in that there are a lot of people offering actually just a little bit.
It's a bit of bushcraft. I actually hate that expression, a bit of bushcraft. The way I see it, it's we can't learn it all, we can't deliver it all as a profession, but at the same time, I think there needs to be a sort of agreed standard that we're all kind of working at.
Sure.
And that's the tricky part. And I know it's been politically sensitive for a long time whenever anyone suggests bringing a standard in, but I think we need to all go, well, this is where we should all be delivering that, and try and stick to that, I think.
All right. Next one then. This one has raised its head very, very recently because you were spotted, and I believe it was at the Royal Welsh Show. Is that the right
Yeah, the
title?
Royal Welsh Show, which
The Royal
is
Welsh
the
Show.
biggest agricultural show of its type in Europe.
Is that so?
Apparently so.
Okay. Well, the
Not my words. That's what
the
I was
question
told.
is, I have heard that you have a soft spot for tweed, and I emphasise tweed.
Tweed. I do like a bit of tweed.
Okay.
I feel the need for tweed. Yeah, it's the perfect performance fabric. It's wonderful stuff. It's been worn by gamekeepers and outdoor types for donkey's years. George Mallory was wearing it on Everest. I mean, he died, but he was wearing tweed. And I love it. It's comfortable. It's warm. It's breathable.
Natural.
It's a wonderful stuff. So I'm a big fan of tweed. You won't get me complaining about it.
Okay, next one then. I have heard also that you are involved with a project called Active Woods. What can you tell us and the viewers about Active Woods?
I personally feel it's a wonderful project. It's funded by the Welsh Assembly Government. We work with charities like Minds and other mental health charities, and the objective is to take people with mental health issues, so that could be depression, social anxiety. In the recent case, we've been working with people that have brain injuries, strokes and traumatic brain injuries, and we take them into the woods and we deliver bushcraft activities of varying intensities, some very basic skills, right through to some fairly advanced stuff. And we've seen some amazing results. People really benefit from not just the activities, but just being in nature in general. So it's a wonderful thing. And on a professional level, I think it's something that we need to be looking at more, is using the outdoors and using bushcraft as a way of helping people with mental health problems.
Okay. Next one. Do you have a nickname?
No. I don't.
Okay, well the second part was, and if so, how did it come about?
I probably do, nobody's ever told me what it is.
Okay, tell us something that most people won't know about you, Andrew.
All right.
You can be as personal as you like.
Yeah. Well, I once caught a cold off Jamie Oliver.
Oh, you obviously clearly hobnob with these stars. If it's not
No,
Catherine Jenkins, it's our Jamie.
Swapping
this work?
diseases with nothing to do. I was doing a program with a foraging element with Jamie Oliver many years ago, and it was raining really heavily, so we were sat in the truck, and he was really suffering with a cold. And the next day, sore throat. Yeah, I caught a cold of Jamie Oliver.
Okay, nice.
Never had my revenge for that. So maybe I can give him a disease one day. You never know.
This question is maybe a little bit ambiguous, so I guess it's open a little bit to interpretation. The question is, what is your greatest achievement to date? So you can choose. It could be personal, it could be business related, or a mixture of both. How do you feel you could answer that one? Your
Well, my
greatest
dad,
achievement?
I suppose. I'm a father of a 5-year-old
Okay.
and a 15-year-old, so
Sure.
That would be a great achievement.
That's an amazing
guess.
achievement in itself. Yeah, I think it's
Other
fantastic.
achievements, I think Active Woods is probably one of the parts on a
Sure.
professional level, one of the things I'm most proud of, because I really do think that mental health issues in our society are growing. We live in a fairly unhealthy world in terms of the technology and the pressures on people, and I think that bushcrafts can have a significant role to play in
No
helping
question.
people like that.
Yeah,
So
we
that-
admire you and respect you for that too.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
But I'm not alone. There are a lot of people delivering these things, and I think on another level, being involved with Coast and Country and doing more telework, which is all good fun as well.
Okay. This question is oft posed to expeditioners and survivalists, and it is. In a survival situation, Andrew, what is the one thing that you would like to take with you or have with you? Again, open to interpretation. Could be
I mean, a knife.
a knife, could be a Bible, could be a bottle of whiskey. Who knows?
A bottle of whiskey would be tempting.
Short-term comfort. Yeah.
I think talking sensibly,
Yeah.
a knife.
Actually, the question is, in a survival situation. So let's try and hone it down. Let's talk about.
Where am I, first of all?
You are okay. That's also a good question.
It's important.
Well, since only a couple of nights ago I was watching a rerun of one of Ed's programs. He was in the desert, so I'm going to place you in the desert.
Okay,
now.
right. In that case, a knife in a desert's perhaps not my priority.
Okay.
Maybe I'd be looking at a large amount of water.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, desert environment, water is everything. So
Yep.
that would be my priority.
You're absolutely right. Okay, so I think this is possibly the last one, and it is. Is there a place you would like to travel to practice your bushcraft skills?
Somewhere I've never been before.
Somewhere you've never been, and it can be in the UK or indeed anywhere in the world. It could be on one of the poles, or anywhere in between, east or west.
I have spent some time in jungles. I spent time in Borneo and Peninsular Malaysia and Guatemala. But I would like to spend more time in jungles and particularly see the Amazon, which I've never been to before.
Okay.
So
What
that's
is
on
it?
my list.
A question of my own, and just continuing that theme, because I like the jungle, second only to the desert. I've been to a number of deserts, and there's a certain something about it for me. Possibly, I'm a little bit of a loner, I think, and I love that feeling of being alone. The tranquility it brings, particularly at night time when it gets really cold and the sky is ablaze with stars. It's just one of the most incredible.
You see stars that you don't even see.
No.
I mean, nowhere in the Western
No,
world will
no.
you see that kind of sky.
No, you can't. So yeah, I love the desert, but like you, also spent a lot. I come. I don't know whether I should be admitting it really, because I'm not necessarily proud of it, but I'm from the lumber industry. That was my job for many years. Tropical lumber and tropical plywood. So like you, I've travelled extensively in Southeast Asia.
Deforesting our jungles.
Afraid so, and it was.
At least you've acknowledged it.
Well, ultimately, Andrew, all joking aside, there came a point where my conscience, because I come from a bit of a green family, with strong environmental and conservation-based ethics and morals, and there came a time in the late 80s where the environmental groups were turning up at our office, which was one of the world's largest lumber trading companies, and I decided actually enough was enough. That situation came not long after I'd returned from a trip down to Indonesia, where we were flying over some stands of trees, literally selecting which areas of the forest were going to be decimated next, and
I can see why that.
a penny drops sometimes,
Yeah.
and actually.
Look at that beautiful rainforest that we're about to level.
Yeah, we're going to level that, and we're going to carve it all up into planks and make it into plywood, and we're going to ship it all over the world, make a lot of money. And I thought, no, actually, get out of this business, David, and rest. Anyway, this isn't about that. But yeah, I love the jungle.
I was quite enjoying the story.
I love the jungle too, but not for felling the trees, for admiring what it has to offer.
It's the most rich environment you will ever be in.
Sure.
I mean, I couldn't believe how loud, when I first spent a night in the jungle, I couldn't believe how loud it was. It's like trying to sleep in a nightclub. Just, monkeys and insects, it's a cacophony of noise, isn't it?
Sure.
And
Sure.
it's just alive, and that's the thing, you don't really get that in any other environment, that intensity of sound and sensation. It's pretty hard going. I mean, I always say when you go into the rainforest, you start to rot. And it's true.
Yeah, you said that earlier, and I hadn't really thought about it that way, but you're right. From the moment you enter to hopefully the moment you pull yourself out,
Or what's left of you.
your body is in a rotting situation.
Yeah, it's. I mean, a lot of the rainforests I've been in, you're talking very high humidity.
Sure.
Your clothes are sort of stuck to you most of the time.
Well, they start rotting, don't they? Pretty much as soon, like
you
your
get
skin.
skin infections and all kinds of nasty things.
Yeah.
But that aside, it's a very intense and rewarding experience.
Sure.
So I would like to spend more time in the rainforest.
Okay, we've got that. Right, that brings an end to the Q&A session. I'd like to thank Olivia our official photographer for the day.
Good camera work.
Yeah, fantastic. But once again, I would like to thank you, Andrew, for hosting the day, showing us a little corner of your beautiful homeland down here in Gower. Absolutely stunning. Brings back some great memories for me as a
1970 something.
Something like that. Yeah. I came down here. Yeah, we used to come down, hitchhike down from the Midlands to come camping here in the dunes. So I've got fond memories of the place. So thank you for allowing me to revisit those memories. But moreover, thank you so much for joining our team, ever-growing team, because we've got some more announcements to make fairly soon in respect of the team for Bushcraft and Survival Skills Magazine and the Bushcraft show. But that's for another day in the very near future. Today is all about Andrew and how happy we are to have him joining us as the new editor. Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you. Cheers, David.